Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to the episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 19. We are continuing our, I guess, third start from scratch run on the new Woodshire farm here today. And, yeah, I literally just jumped into the game, so I haven't even taken the time to see where we're at. What's going on? Looks like we are seeding over here. We'll get that worker continue doing that. He's seeding us some more corn, which looks great. We got some silage being dumped in over here. Go ahead and just top that off real quick, and then you are fertilizing, which looks like you are done fertilizing at the moment. Is that correct? It looks like it is correct. We're going to need to fertilize anything else right this second? No. Oh, that's right. I had forgotten that our seeder also fertilizes, which in my other game that I've been playing, I use a seeder that does not fertilize. So that was something that I got temporarily confused about, which is all good. So we can just get you off out of the way over here. We will use you when we need our second round of fertilizer a bit later. Let's go and get you parked over here, out of the way. Alright, so that guy's done. And then we have you are just chilling, you're just chilling. You don't need to do anything. And then you, I think you were doing some yes, some cultivating, plowing. Let's go ahead and hire you back, get you rolling again. Cool. Alright, I think we're back caught up. Really just waiting for this guy to finish a couple passes, then he'll move over to that field over there. I think I saw on the map, yes, there's one small tiny strip here next to 21. You can see it right there that I need to come back through and cultivate real quickly. But that should not take that long. Let him finish up this little pass here. And then we can get to the point where we can probably start speeding up some time, which would be really great. Any corn around us? Because obviously, if we get any corn around us on any of the other fields that I wouldn't mind buying, like 26, 24, any of these other ones, I might go after those. 2 has some corn on it, but I don't really have much interest in 2 right this second. Eventually, maybe, but I'm kind of trying to stay in this bigger area over here onto the left. So we'll hold off and we'll keep an eye on corn. Now, corn or what other things would we want? I mean, if we're ever going to do horses, we do want oats, which is... This is oats up here, right? Yes, that's oats. If we want to do pigs at all, which I've been trying to go back and forth on, debating on, then the sugar beets, the canola, the oats, all 3 of those, and the corn. This basically right here, these 4 fields are the 4 types of crops we would need for pigs. So it's definitely an option to get those rolling and start getting the pigs going. But we don't have enough money for all those fields currently. Really, it's just kind of a... We need to get our money situation taken care of, which we're not far off of. It's just a matter of getting it done. You know, getting the loan paid off, and then we can start investing in some more fields, and then slowly buying pieces of equipment as we go, and then any money after that is just pure profit. Looks like he's almost out of seed on his corn, but he's not quite there yet, so we got a little bit of time. Looks like this guy is done. He is. Let's go ahead and pull that up and get you parked away. Using this area as kind of our command center of sorts. At least until we get some more land bought up. Alright, should work. And then this tractor doesn't really need to do anything right this second, so we can go ahead and park this tractor as well. Get him off out of the way. Okay. And you're done seeding that part. Go ahead and get you over here to the side over here. I might have enough. Actually, I should have enough to seed this little part right here. And then I'll have to refill some seed before I do that top field, I think. I don't know why, for reasons, I actually want to trim off that little bit of field, if I can. Actually, you know what, that's probably why I didn't trim it off, because I think it might be attached potentially to that field over there. So we'll trim it off whenever we get all these other fields, and we can resituate some of the stuff. Lower, turn on. And let's go. Let's get this little strip done. Not like it's a ton of crop, but I'd rather get it done than have it sitting there white. And there we go. Alright, good stuff. Go ahead and pull that bad boy up, and let's go get some more seed for that top field, which isn't a huge field, obviously, but definitely worth getting seeded up. Might as well keep growing corn on it until we're ready to put some other stuff down there. Like, I might put my cows there, like I mentioned, I think before, or I might pick my pigs there or something if I do decide to go the pig route. We'll just kind of play it by ear, figure out what we want to do. Alrighty. Come on, seed. Shouldn't need any more fertilizer just yet. We'll just get the seed for now. It's part of the reason why I went with that other planter in my other game, is just because it can carry like 3 times as much seed, I think, or more. It carries a ton of seed, so I don't have to keep reseeding, and then I just have to go through with the big fertilizer guy and fertilize real quick, which is an extra step, but it really does not take long for that liquid fertilizer to do its job. Actually, you know what? We need to start you over here by the fence. Because if I do it the other way, you'll get stuck on the fence. And scooch over just a smidge. Get you lined up, straightened up, and we'll back you up. Alright, there we go. Go to town, good sir. Go to town. Do your thing. Once we get this seeded up, like I said, then we can start fast forwarding time. We can probably start fast forwarding time a little bit right now. It's not going to take that long to seed this, but I'd rather it not get on a different cycle if at all possible. So we'll just let him do his thing. Get this done. It's only going to take him, what, 3 or 4 passes at most. But yeah, just a whole bunch of fast forwarding to get through a bunch of this silage and stuff. I mean, I suppose I could always do this part myself. Seeding is not that hard. Save us a few bucks. I'll let you get lined up just because you're already doing the turn. Yeah, if I had the money, I think I'd buy all those other fields right now and start collecting some of the crops that we're going to need for, you know, the animals and stuff like that. But don't have the money just yet. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. We should have a good chunk of money tomorrow, though. So that should be good. What I think I'd like to do is I'd probably like to pay off at least half the loan. And then if I have enough money left over after that, look into buying at least another field or so. Just kind of get some more stuff going. The more fields we have, the more money we make, the faster we can pay off more loans. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's kind of an interesting circle, but it's like, you know, paying off loans is important because it saves you the interest, but buying more fields is also good because it gives you more money to pay off loans. So let's say, you know, for example, if we're going to get charged $20,000 interest, actually, let's see how much interest we're getting paid or charging right now. Interest is, oh, it's only 5,000 bucks. I mean, it's way less. So we're paying $5,000 of interest right now. Could I make $5,000 a day off buying another field? Probably. So honestly, in some ways, buying the field becomes a more important endeavor than even ever touching the interest, the loan at all. Because we can make way more money off the fields themselves than we can make off of paying off the interest. But I still, just for my own purposes, wouldn't mind paying off a little bit of the loans if at all possible. I mean, I guess by that token, borrowing a whole bunch more money to buy another field technically is a better move as well, because the interest I pay on that extra loan is offset by, you know, the crop that I could sell or whatever else I can do. Now, one reason why I might not touch those other fields just yet is because I would need different equipment for those fields, and you know, the loan may not cover both the field and the equipment at the same time. Let's line you up over here somewhere, so I can at least still get to you. All right. Let's actually check real quick. How much more of a loan could I buy yet? Okay, just a couple $1,000s. Not enough to do anything. So honestly, what I'm going to do is the opposite. I'm going to repay a bunch of this loan. Just leave a little bit of a cushion there just for incidentals. But that'll save a little tiny bit of interest. And if we need to get some more loan tomorrow because or whatever, then so be it. But pay off as much of the loan as I can today and go from there. All right, let's go ahead and start fast forwarding, I think. I think this is a good time to fast forward and start just dumping stuff in here. And once our crop starts growing in, we'll have more stuff to do. But until then, we're really just filling up the silage. Now this part can be a little bit boring if you're playing, you know, along or doing your own thing. The sit here, fast forward, fill up silage part, you know, not the most exciting thing in the world, but just think of it this way: every single tick of that clock over there at 120x speed is about another $1,000. So not bad, right? Not bad. All right, let's go ahead and slow it back down. Go get this bad boy filled back up. We'll leave it about 5x, just let it tick a little bit. Alrighty, start doing that. Loading back up. How's our fields looking? Still growing. Oh, we need a lime on that field. What I might do, even though I don't think it helps this late in the stage, but it might. I actually don't know. What I probably will do is grab you real quick. Go lime that field real quick. And, that way, even if it doesn't help this next batch of crops specifically, if it does have to wait until it gets cultivated in again, then either way it's done, and I don't have to think about it again. I won't have to forget again. Let's put it that way. All right, town little worker, and it might help. I honestly don't know if it helps after you've already seeded. I haven't been able to take the time to do that kind of experiment yet. So if you know, by all means, feel free to put in the comments below. To me, logically, if I was going to lime a field, I would think I would need to turn the soil to get the lime to kind of get into the soil and kind of mix in a bit, so to speak. But I don't know how it works actually in the game. And that might not even be how it works in real life, to be honest. I honestly don't know. Oh, why is my thing going crazy? Guess my little control was just slightly offset. Is that full? I guess it's full. Yep, it is full. Let's go and speed back up. I don't care about the lime getting down perfectly timed. You know, it's already late, so it's okay if we're speeding up and the lime's still going over there. And there we go. Another batch in. Helper D has completed the task. Good job, Helper D. I knew you could do it. Where are you at, Helper D? Let's bring you back over here. I do technically own this building over here. I could start putting stuff over there as well. Kind of forget about it being there, to be honest. It's just kind of off out of the fence and everything like that, so I just forget it exists. park this guy right next to it. There we go. Good enough. Let's go ahead and get some more stuff dumped in. And pick this little bit of straggler up back here. There we go. Not a lot of silage left here, so I only got, what, 3 or 4 more trips. Don't know if we'll get it all in today, though. I don't think so. It's, what, 50,000 every, I think, hour and 10, 15 minutes, something like that. So we would need about 4 hours left. Which we do have, not counting what's in there right now. I think we can get it all dumped in there. I don't think it'll all get processed yet, though, which is fine, obviously. Process as much as we can, and the rest will get done tomorrow. I'll have to check on our silage over here to see how far along that is as well. Still love this machine. I know I've mentioned that before, but it's such a cool machine. It's like I said, it's just a glorified belt with a seat, but it does work very well for what it does. Forgot to fast forward for a second there. It's all good. We haven't had a gap for most of the day, I don't think. Or have we had a gap at all today? I actually don't remember. I'm sure we had at least some gap, right? I don't think we put in an entire day's worth of silage. How's the fields looking? Still doing all right for the moment. To get our first really good day of profit. What did we get yesterday? Only like 200,000, I think. We got 212,000. Oh, today, yeah, 212,000. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get more than 212. I'm pretty confident. Whoa, she was having some issues there for a second. Pretty normal. I mean, this is our rinse and repeat for the next X amount of days. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think I've mentioned before, but you don't have to do silage to have fun in this game. Go do regular crops. Go do other things. There's nothing wrong with that. Sugarcane is a really good, you know, if you want to get a lot of money off of a small field, sugarcane gives you a ton of volume, you know, several thousands of liters, and it is one of the best crops per, you know, acre to get money off of. It is a bit of a slow, tedious process as well, and I probably won't touch the sugarcane in this game, but you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good money maker for sure. Sugar beets, potatoes can be pretty good, although they do require their own special equipment, so that could be a turnoff for some people. I mean, just doing grass and silage bales can be good, although if you're going to do silage bales at all, I mean, I think this way of doing silage should be your long-term goal. I mean, having a short-term goal of doing a little bit of grass and silage that way, nothing wrong with that. But, you know, wrapping the bales all the time can be a little tedious as well, so kind of depends on how you, if you're in if you enjoy it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I personally, I had fun with it for a long time, man. We used to have massive fields of just like hundreds upon hundreds of bales of silage. I mean, I remember one time we did, we had every field covered with grass, and the amount of silage we got off of it was, I want to say it was 20 truckloads of, what is it, 12 or 6? I think it was 16 bales apiece. Massive amounts of silage that we had done. And, you know, it definitely made some money, but, you know, if you look at the prices, silage at the barn gives you $361 right now. That's actually a really good price for silage. I think it can go up to close to 400 or something like that. Let's say 300. Let's say you got 350 to 400. Nice per 1,000 liters. But then you look at the biogas plant, it gives you 900. You know, so biogas plant is definitely the most efficient way to go. But this game's not always about make the most money possible in the least amount of time, right? This game's about having fun. And doing the whole baling process can be fun for some people. And I've definitely had fun with it myself. Just, I'm done having fun with it that way, if that makes sense. I'm ready to move on to other fun things like this and doing some of the animals and things. Animals are not necessarily a great way to make profit. You will make profit off animals. You definitely will, especially with the biogas plant where you can dump the manure and the slurry into it and make a ton of money off that as well. But, you know, the animals themselves do take a bit of work, and the profit returns is maybe not as much, but they're still fun. I think they're a lot of fun to play with. I enjoy the cows a lot for some reason, even though the mixing the food I wish was a little bit easier. The true rations or whatever it's called. I wish that was just a smidge easier. Are you full over there? Oh, you must be. I had a little bit more to top you off. It looks like you are full. Alright guys, about 2 hours and 17 minutes until the new day. We'll see how much profit we've gotten today. I'm hoping for at least 500,000, but I just don't remember how much we've kept up with the silage, to be honest. I think I'm probably getting my games mixed up between this game and my other game that I'm playing on my own. So I don't remember how much we've actually done today. Tomorrow should be a much, much better day though, because we have all of that silage right there. And that is enough to fill up an entire day, I think, or pretty close to it. Good stuff. Alright, we should be able to get at least one more set in today, and then it'll be time for our money. I know a few of you guys have mentioned that you don't, the darkness does not bother you. It does bother me, and part of it's because I do have lights shined on me for the camera, and so the combination of the light shining on me and then the contrast of the darkness on the screen makes it very, very hard to see, and it actually hurts my eyes a bit. So as much as possible, I will try to either stay in like an area like this where I can see what I'm doing, or probably fast forward sometimes during the night, which does cut into our profits a bit, unfortunately, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Alright, that's all that. We'll dump that off here in a minute. I'm going to go check the other silage as well. Alright, there we go. Get you folded up. Like the chair spins around while he's turning back around. Alright, there we go. Let's go check out this over here. 54%, so halfway there. So we will have a gap tomorrow because it's still going to take a little bit of time for that to finish. We're about to put the last of this silage in. So we will have a bit of a gap, but not too much. In fact, actually what it probably means is that I will be able to fast forward to morning because we're still waiting on that anyway. So there's not like we're missing out on silage that we need to put in here. Just get the rest of this dumped off and then go about our business. There we go. That's all she wrote. How's the fields looking? They are in the second stage, and they do need to be weeded. So let me at least get that going. I'm not going to wait for it to get done, I don't think, because I've got plenty of time to get everything weeded properly. But at least get it started, as well as fertilize here in just a minute, right behind the weeds. I'm going to need probably some more herbicide for all of those fields. I always forget how wide this thing is until it finishes unfolding. Alright, weeds are going. We'll get the fertilization done here in just a minute. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the morning. I don't want to sit here kind of in the dark personally. And let's go ahead and, how much do we want to fast forward to? Probably 7 hours, because that'll get us to about almost 7 o'clock. And that's not too bad. $751,000 of biogas income. It's pretty good. I mean, we did pay $44,000 of leasing costs, but that's going to happen. And then $5,000 of, almost $5,000 of loan interest. But there we go. There's morning. Let's go ahead and grab the fertilizer dude as well. We'll get him ready to roll behind the weeder. I suspect this other one should be either done fertilizer or fermenting, I should say, or almost done fermenting. So we'll go check that out here. Let's go over here. It is done. So I'll open this bad boy up. Get our guy over here and start another round. Come on. Is done. We'll get him moved over here in just a moment. Get the fertilizer guy doing his thing. Alright, we'll come back to you in just a minute. Sir, let's see, where's our fertilizer? Let's start with the weeder guy. I bet you're done because you got stuck, didn't you? Let me just try and get this last little bit for you. Alright, good enough. And we'll get you over to this other field. So I get everything kind of situated and settled, then I can actually see if we want to buy another field or what we want to do with our money. Because we do have a decent chunk of money now. Alright, you're going to town. You're doing good. Let's get you set up. Get you rolling. Am I over there far enough? Yeah, it looks like we're okay. And then grab get you set up. Down our little trailer tunnel. Probably need to be pretty far up to account for where the machine's gonna have to be. And unfold and start this process all over again. All right, well, we got our money. We still need to plan out on what we're going to do with it. You know, the best way to spend it, because in my opinion, on a game like this, if you're not spending your money, then it's not worth anything. Money just sitting there is worth literally nothing. It's a piece of paper or a bar of gold or whatever it is. Sure, you can consider it an investment to turn into something. Kind of goes for real life too, though, to be honest. I mean, saved money. Like if you're saving money for a rainy day or some emergency or your investment or something like that, sure. But if you then, like, say, let's say someday you get to be 100 years old and you die and you still have $100,000 in the bank. I mean, okay, let's assume we're not counting the fact that you can pass it on to your children. But even then, the money means nothing, right? It is literally worthless unless you're actually doing something with it. And so I'm not condoning, like, go out and spend all your money. You still need to be wise and save some stuff for rainy days. We know rainy days come. But the whole point of that is when the rainy day comes, you spend the money, and that's where it gets its worth. Money just sitting there is worth nothing. And especially games like this, the whole point of money is to spend to make more money. And I think that's what we want to do. We want to take our money, and we want to figure out the best way to spend it so they can then make more money tomorrow and more money the next day, and et cetera, et cetera. So that is the plan, and therefore we will be spending pretty much all of that money. There's no, not just going to be sitting there. Let's get you filled back up because you have been empty for quite a while. And once we get you ticking down, we can figure out where we're at with the other stuff. But yeah, we're going to put a cut in here. When we come back, we will, like I said, figure out where we're going to spend our money. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.